Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Tuesday, October the 15th of 2024 and I am standing here in my kitchen. I bought some stuff to kind of new stuff for my kitchen. I've got a couple items still on my wish list, one being a set of good pots and the other is a good knife block. The pot set I like is nearly $1,000, so that can wait a little bit. And the knife block I like is 180 to 220, so again, that can wait. But any of the small other kitchen items I can get, I'm slowly just gonna change out. The other stuff we've had quite a few years. I figure it's a new house. I'd like to do a new color scheme in my kitchen. So I was buying everything with those green and grayish kind of colors. Getting away from the vibrant red, although my stand, my KitchenAid stand mixer will be on my counter, so I still have red in my kitchen, and some of my spatulas from KitchenAid are all in red. So I was still buying a few red pieces just to fill in some other ones that I've had to get rid of. But I will just do a quick show you of how small my kitchen is. Start over here. I'll just come from this way. So this is a fridge. It's just a basic white fridge. The one I want will be going this week to order it. So the fridge will be getting updated. Same with there's a big space up here. If you see there's like holes and stuff. There's supposed to be the little under counter thing that fits there, but we're getting a new fridge, so we didn't put it back on because we may have to trim it down a bit for the new fridge to fit. But over here, above here, got these cupboards here, and the one already has a little mini thing for holding, bakeware and stuff. It's very deep and it's very hard to get to. So, not quite sure what I'm gonna do up here, just because I love to bake and I'd hate to have to pull out I'm very short. I find these cupboards extremely high, so reaching above my head for some of my dishes just isn't practical, but this is what we have to work with. And then same with up here, we've got this nice one up here. I'm going to move all my good coffees and teas and I'm going to have them up there. Then in these little plate holders here, I don't have any decorative plates at the moment. And then right below that, we've got these tiny little drawers. They've all got stuff in, but they've just got like little, random things from renovating right now, just in these little drawers. They are not useful, functional, or practical, but they look so cute. So right now, that's just, like hardware type stuff. Then below here in this corner, you got this dreaded corner cupboard here. And I told my husband I would love a Lazy Susan installed. He said he doesn't want Lazy Susans, but because of the size of this, I don't think we can do any pullouts. But I know who made our cupboards 15 years ago, so I'm going to go and talk to them and see what kind of options I have for even some type of a dividers or shelves or something that I can put in here, just so it's not so deep to, just get in there. And it's very hard with, you can see the size of the door. That's only a hand width, and this is the same thing. It's from my wrist to my elbow, so it's a very small little door. But it's a big cabinet because it goes from here to the window and then that whole back space. So it's quite a good size cupboard. It's just really hard to get to. And then I have a set of 4 little drawers here. Just kind of a few odd things in here that I'm just gonna organize. And this is what I'm gonna work on today, is organizing the kitchen drawers. Then I've got another small little drawer here and another tiny little cupboard, which all that fits here is just my glass containers. So So I think they are by Anchor. Yeah, these are all Anchor. So I got the square ones on the square and rectangle on the top, and then all my round ones on the bottom. That just seemed to be where they fit right now. Then under the sink, just have a few odd things. Not quite sure what's there, but yeah, there's a few odd little things. And then another little skinny drawer on this side. And then another little cupboard here. Again, I'm clearing these out, and I got to wash my cupboards off today as well, but I'm not doing the outside. I just want to get to the inside done. And then above the sink, got this little cupboard here, which I put some like coffees and teas in it for now. But again, I'm going to be moving them. This one here, I was trying to move these shelves to give me a different height. But for now, I think this is where my teas will have to sit. I don't think they're going to fit in the other cupboard at the moment. But this one, I've got 3 shelves. And again, I'm going to put, like, my teas will be fitting on this middle shelf. These items here, I'm going to put up in that top cupboard. Same with the things that are in this cupboard. I'm going to move to the other top cupboard. And then this one here is just water bottles and granola bars and the iced tea. So this kind of has to get kind of reorganized. And then on this side, this is our new stove. So this is a Maytag. Yes, the Maytag. And it's a double oven. And not only is it a double oven, it's actually 2 separate doors, not one, not like a door that you half open with just one handle. This is actually 2 independent doors with 2 separate handles, which is really good. I've got issues with the other one, the other design that they have gone with, but I'm not going to get into that. And I've got this pull-out drawer here, and so I'm putting my glass bakeware on this side, and my Pyrex bowls and glass bakeware over on this side. And then on this pull-out here, I've got my pots and pans and the lids for these ones, and I got my wok, and then I've got all the frying pans. Like I said, there is a new set I would love to get. I just can't justify $1,000 on new pots and pans at this moment, but that is something I would really like. And then this cupboard here, we've got the sunflower set. Now this is one of these racks here, it's under the shelf racks for your cups. It's not fully installed yet. I just didn't want to screw a hole into it until I knew exactly where the placement of this was going to be. These say it holds 10 mugs, but I'm just going to say when I do that, when I get the 4 mugs by right next to each other, they really, don't feel safe. So I've got them spaced out. So I only have the 6 mugs on here on this side. Then I got the 2 top shelves, don't have anything at the moment. And then same with this one. We've got the lemon on this side. Same thing. It's not fully, not fully installed until I know exactly where I want the cups and plates and stuff to actually be sitting on the shelves. I do want to change the height of this, so I need my husband's help to remove these doors. I know there's a trick to it, but there's a trick to it. You just a little thing in here you press. It's supposed to come off, but I think it'd be like a 2-person job just because I'm not, trying to get the door back on, and then I can just slide these out and get them readjusted where I want them to be. Again, I just not quite sure what's going in the cupboard, so where I need the shelves to be at the moment. And then way up here above the microwave, there is like nothing up here yet. This will probably be more of my collectible stuff will probably go up here, like my mugs and stuff, and other dishes that whatever will not fit in the china cabinet will probably go above the microwave. And then my kitchen table. So this is my little kitchen. And I will say it is about 1/5 of the size of the kitchen I've had for the last 14 years. but it's functional, like it's practical, it works. So, you know, it's a nice little house. Okay, so that is the quick kitchen tour, and then I've got stuff on the counter. I've got more stuff on the counter than I'm going to be keeping on the counter. I just have to figure out where everything is going. Like, I know my KitchenAid is staying on the counter, my coffee maker is staying on the counter. Those other 3 appliances I might put down underneath. That's what I didn't see. I didn't see the toaster. Oh, yes, I did. I put the toaster down here. Couldn't remember where I put it last night. Okay, and then, like I said, I've got my little copper canister set here. Coffee, tea, sugar, oil, vinegar, salt, and pepper. And then I've got my flavored syrups here. I only have 2 pumps. I know I had 3. I think I may have actually thrown one of, either it broke or I accidentally threw it out when the container was empty. I don't remember. And then I've got my little granite board and then some of my other marble stuff here. This little cookie jar, I'm going to find somewhere else for it to sit just because I need the space in the kitchen. And then I've got my little soap dispenser. This one here does dispense soap. I just don't have any soap to fill up at the moment. And then this was my old fruit basket, which I am changing over to this one. And I've got a few fruit flies just because some of this onions and garlic are no good. Happened while we were moving, stuff got misplaced, but okay. So this would be my new little fruit basket. So I'm just going to quickly get rid of all this stuff. Put this, let me speak. I'm just going to quickly go and get the labels off of these, give them a quick wash, take everything out of these cupboards where I'm going to be working on today. So today I'm just going to be focusing on these 4 drawers and this drawer and this drawer. So it'll be 6 drawers at the moment, and probably these other 2 small cupboards. So it'll be the 6 drawers and 2 small cupboards. So I'll be back when I get everything pulled out and all the labels taken off of the new stuff. So I'm going to fill these up. I bought 1 with the slider and 2 with the teeth. Now, I already have one of these. I love it. Really works good with the tin foil. I'm not sure where my tin foil is at the moment. It's in one of the other boxes. I think it's still in the garage. So I've got my baking paper or parchment paper, and I've got my plastic wrap. I also have wax paper. So I thought one of these would be good for my parchment paper and one for my wax paper. And then, of course, the one with the zipper slider would be good for the plastic wrap. So these are brand new boxes. So I'm just going to open it up. And I'm going to have to label these now. And this one here, it just has the drawer that slides out. I'm just going to get the plastic wrap started here. Take this off. Put the plastic wrap in and pull it through. Get it started, and then just slide the little drawer back on. Okay, good. Figure this out. I'm sorry, I'm just using this small little tabletop tripod. So it's not very good. It's just one from the dollar store. Just gonna make sure this works. And then I have to get this to slide under here. Or is it just on top? How does this work? So I just get it to slide on top. And then it's supposed to cut. There we go. I got it working like that. So that works. I noticed that every time I do that, my plastic wrap is just going to fall. I'm just going to put it on the side like that. That's the plastic wrap. And then I got the baking paper or parchment paper, whatever you want to call this. And same thing, it's a brand new box. Open it. And this is easy, you just open it and put it in, and then slides, and you just tear it off. So like I said, I've got one more for my wax paper, and then I've got one for my tin foil already. So now these will look nice and neat in that bottom drawer, so everybody will be able to see what everything is. And then I can get rid of these boxes right away. And then all my extra boxes of these things I can store somewhere else, not in my kitchen. I'm just going to move over to the drawer so you can see. Right, so I decided to put them in the second tallest drawer. So I've got the saran wrap, and then it'll be, you know, that's the baking paper, the other one, wax paper, and then my tin foil. And then I have these little sandwich bags, containers that I bought as well, and I thought they would fit. I think I've got to rotate these the other direction. Out for the placement holder. Just give myself a little bit more room because it moved. Now can I fit these in? I really thought I had figured out how these fit. I had figured this out, and now I can't get them to fit. That was just, I don't know. I gotta just adjust these to figure out how these fit, because I knew I had figured out how they would all fit in the one drawer. But they'll look like that. Yes, I had some go in both directions. Unless I just totally messed up my measurements, which I may have. You know what? I think I know what it was. I bought one more of these, and now that's why it's not fitting properly. Yeah, that's just not fitting now, but that's okay. I will just figure this out. And then I've got these two different bags. Just let me put my dog outside. Alright, so like I said, I've got these other two little baggie holders. One says sandwich, one says quart. Now, I don't do quart, I do freezer size, and I really thought that these freezer ones would kind of fit in here if I kind of just force them in a bit. Like that. I can do it so much better if I had two hands. And then the sandwich ones. And I've got a couple more boxes of sandwich, and then I've got these small little snack size ones, which I'm not going to take the snack size out of the box. I'm just going to leave them in these boxes. We don't really use too many of the snack size anymore. So I'm just going to reorganize this, get the little baggies in here, and then I will be back. Alright, so I'm just going to put these sandwich bags in this side here, and then down here I did go and I did find my foil. You can tell it's been well used just because it's not as shiny. And then I've got my freezer size Ziploc bags here, and then I've got all the snack ones, and I have this other thing of aluminum foil, which is almost too big to fit in this drawer, so it's on a slant, and then the other extra sandwich bags can kind of go underneath it. So that's those cupboards. And then I'm not quite sure what's going to go beside these ones, but I will think some of my other utensils will go there. So I'm just going to grab my, trying to get this camera angled. It does not want to work properly for me today. Try there. I think so. I have these little mini clear bins to see how many will fit. Let's see. I can get 4. Can I get these in here? Okay. Like I said, just trying to organize the cupboard, trying to figure out what's going to fit where. But this will give me 3 of these in this drawer. Measuring cups, they will not fit in, but they can sit up behind here. I know it's not the best angle. I don't know. I gotta find my other tripods, but I guess I can fit my measuring spoons can fit in here. So I've got my everyday ones, and I got these cute little heart ones. And so got one. This was from Mother's Day one year from one of my daughters. So it says a dash of kindness, a sprinkle of cool, a spoonful of care, and a heap of love. So I do use these lots. And that's just the everyday ones. And then I have this other cute little mini set, and it says smudge, pinch, and dash, or smudging, pinch, and a dash. These are also just cute little ones to have. Those can sit there. Let's see. I've got my little bottle opener. I've got the peelers. I've got my little chopper here. Let's see, what else do I have behind here? Like I put in this drawer. Oh, I've got my spoon rests. I'm just gonna stick that one there. That one there. Let's see, will these fit on? Something just fell out. Just heard it. Okay. Will these fit like that? Yes, they will. Okay. I don't like them sitting like that. I like to be able to see them. I'm just going to play around and get all these things to fit in here. This does not quite fit straight in there. Move the spoon rest out. I'm going to put them in a different drawer. The one thing I wish I had was drawer liners. I think I have some. I just cannot find them. This drawer, and then this one here is just the silverware. Then we've got chopsticks and straws. And I recently did get a new pack of straws. I don't know if I've shown this on any video, but these were $3.99 at Marshall's. I'm just going to open them. So you get 6 straws and the little straw cleaner. In here, and I'm going to put the little brush in next to the chopsticks just for now. And this is a straw that goes to one of my other special coffee cups. So leave that little brush in there, and then I have this little pack here Got this at liquidation place for $1, and it's a 3-piece, so it helps you clean out your water bottles and stuff. So I'm not going to take them out of the package. I'm just going to trim off some of the excess package, still keeping on what they're for. That. These can just sit in here as well. And I got my little egg timers sitting up here. I've got this. Just curious if this is, yeah, that is too high for this drawer. That's what I thought, but I had to test it out. You know, you just have to try and see what drawers things will fit in. Okay, I really want my spoon rested up in here. Do that like that. So that drawer's organized, and then the rest of my kitchen things like masher and all my other stuff, as soon as I find them and start unpacking them, they can go in this drawer. Okay, and I'm just gonna move my camera. Say I've got this cupboard has already got stuff in it, but it's this cupboard here that doesn't have anything, so I'm going to put my mandolin in this cupboard. Oops, I missed some jars of stuff when I was clearing that out. I'll get those out in a second. And then I'm going to put the set of those new 6 mixing bowls with the lids. I'm going to set them in this one as well. So I'm just going to remove the jars and I'll be right back. Right, so I've got my marble canister here. I've got another one. I just have to find, I've got a couple more. I think I've got 3 in total. So I'm going to take these ones out. And I'm going to just get the new ones I bought. Just going to put in new ones. KitchenAid ones. I'm going to put them in get my tripod to work properly. This drawer here, or no, I'll do this skinny drawer here. I think I'll do this skinny drawer here. Tripod is just tipping on me. Okay. These are all KitchenAid, so I'll get them all flipped. You can say KitchenAid. And the whisk can go right here, and these tongs. Now these sets of tongs have a little built-in spoon rest, which I thought was such a good idea. I think I'm going to have to move all these to this larger drawer here. I've got my brand new can opener, which was about time we got one. Here's our other can opener. If you can just see how dirty that is. I cannot, you hit a point where you cannot clean it. Doesn't matter how much you scrub. It was definitely time for a new can opener. I'm going to set these little funnels down by the measuring cups. Move this here. And these bamboo ones that I've had. I like the bamboo, they don't scrape, but I wanted to go to the silicones, but I'm gonna put these, keep the spoon rest out. I'm gonna stick these in this drawer, although they will not fit in this. That's okay. I'm gonna get some new drawer organizer pieces, that's what I need. Just can't go and buy everything you see. So I'm just trying to do like that. Oops. It will not close because of these spoons. Okay, then I'll just put them up here. Like I said, I will organize this drawer a little bit better as I get more things to put. More little organizers. That can go there, that can go there. These can sit here. My little egg slicer, it's going to fit here. So I've got some other kitchen gadgets that I will be finding places for as I unpack more boxes. But now I just want to do this chunk of this counter here. I'm just going to move these. I've got a whole bunch of bag clips. I'm not sure where they all are at the moment. So I'm not going to put any out till I find the other ones. This cookie jar is getting moved. And see, that's that little oil mister. And you can see just how closely the color is to the canister set I already have. Now I'd like to get a little riser for these to sit on. I just haven't come across one, so I'm going to start with this. Oh, I can put these down in the drawer or the cupboard. Fit in that cupboard. I'm just going to take off the paper towel, and I'm going to put on the reusable paper towel right there. These counters need to be cleaned good. I just don't know where my cleaners are right at this exact moment, so I will be getting to that. First, I'd really like to clean and then set up, but I'm kind of just trying to unpack and put things where I think they're going to go. So I'm going to put this here. Then I've got this one. Actually, no, I think I'm going to put this on this larger one. It just looks safer. This here, and I've got this. Actually, well, I've got this out. I might as well put new batteries in it. And it takes a AA. Just make sure it actually works. Takes two. Well, it was working for a second and then it stopped working. As soon as I put the backing on, it stops working. Okay, so that's that part, and then it has attachment. And I'm not sure. I have to take it all apart. Okay, well, it's got the little whisk as well, so I will figure that out later, but I thought since I'm setting it up and I have the batteries sitting out, I might as well just put batteries in it. Got my rolling pin. I really want this down in one of these drawers. This one, I know it doesn't quite fit. It's good enough for now. And I've got my little pot holders here. My little, I don't have any hooks at the moment to hang these up, so I'm going to set these in this drawer. Like that. My counter, I can't really put anything away at the moment. I think it's just going to be like that for now. Oops, I got these things to put away. So I've got the new little scrub brush, so that means this little brush can get retired. Not going to get rid of it, it's just going to move into my other cleaning bucket. This is for the cleaning the knives. Fit on there, it does. The fruit basket can stay there. And then I've got my cheese grater and my butter dish. I'm not using them at the moment, so I'm going to just set these in here. That. The batteries back in here as well. Because I don't know where else to put the batteries at the moment. But I think I've got my kitchen about as unpacked as I can at the moment for what I have. So I'm just gonna go grab more boxes and start unpacking and putting the stuff away, and I'll be back as I get more stuff put away. Alright, so I'm still working on my kitchen. I'm just kind of getting ready for making supper tonight. So I've got my roasting pan. It's got a soak. I don't know. It's got like a really greasy feeling, and it's dirty, like dusty, greasy. I don't know. We hardly use the roasting pans. They were, the other house, they were stored in the garage. And then this one was under the kitchen sink, and it had glass jars in it, like with pasta sauce and stuff, and some old olive oil containers. So letting it soak for tonight's supper. Yes, I've got little fruit flies around my house right now. It's because some of our produce was kind of, I don't know, just didn't get put away properly, didn't get used up, and didn't notice it. You know, everything was just in bags. And so I'm got little fruit flies and stuff in my house right now. This is just the potatoes and onions and stuff for tonight's roast I'm making. And so again, as I'm moving the bag, you can see the little things flying out. That was just, you know, happens when you're moving. Things get, you know, put, you know, wrong, put somewhere, and they kind of get forgotten about. And then right here, I've got my cat and dog leashes and harnesses sitting here. And then I've got just these little bins here with odd things. Like that's my bandanas for my dog. This is for the kitchen. Yeah, that's the bandanas. There's my cleaning cloths. More of my kitchen stuff I was looking for so I can like wash the dishes and dry the dishes. I was looking for those. And then I've got my two baskets here with all my clothespins that I actually don't use for anything but crafting. As you can see, these ones have been, some of these have been colored on. So see, it was a craft. It was a butterfly. One of my kids had made long time ago. You know, little kids, let them color the clothespin. So these I don't actually use for hanging up clothes. I actually just use these for crafting, but I'm just trying to sort everything out. These are the brand new cleaning cloths that I purchased. Never even got a chance to use them yet. So I'm going to be putting those in this front closet. I got to get this organized today. Like I said, I've got a garbage can in my house at the moment. I don't really want a garbage in my house. I do know where I'd like to put one though. I think I'll have it on the deck just outside the back door. And for right now, I've got my dog's food and water here. I've got the cat's litter box, the cat and food bins, and there's a cat carrier case here. There's just odd things here, just a bunch of tools and things just kind of everywhere at the moment. And then in here, this is that little broom closet that I'm kind of creating. I've got this other vacuum. It's a Hoover. It doesn't work very good, but because we're still renovating and there's still lots of drywall dust and stuff, I just want to keep this vacuum for now. I've bought that new one. It's the Bissell little stick vacuum. It's still in its box. I don't want to open it yet. I just got to make sure that, you know, my house is like dust free. Like, we're still going to be in renovations for another month or so. But I started hanging up in here the pets stuff, because I've got this one. It took me and my husband a while to get it hung up, but we finally got it hung up. It's a little higher than I wanted it, but that's just one of those things when you're trying to stand in this little closet. My husband's taller than me, so I think he put it up a little higher, but that's okay. So it's got all these little hooks here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's got 8 on the bottom and 7 on the top, and that's more than I'm going to need for hanging any of my cleaning stuff. So I thought this would make a good place to also store the pet stuff. So I've already got my dog's couple of her things. I've got the dog brush sitting here. I've got her water bottle, one of her little chew toys here, and then just a few other things. Next, I'm just starting to put stuff away. And then I'll just come to the living room. There's another pet carrier. It's got to they'll be moved into the garage on the shelf. And then I got the cat's beds with their toys just here. That's our movies and games that just got to get put away. I don't have a shelf for them at the moment. That's the 2 pendant lights that still have to get hung up. This little table here, I'm not quite sure if I really like it here. When we get the new TV, because this TV has spots appearing on it. So we get the new TV, the TV's going to be wall mounting. Right now, we just kind of stuck it on its legs, and it is longer than our coffee table. So my husband put a piece of wood down just so we can kind of watch TV. If you want to know for size, it's a 75-inch screen. So my husband wants the size bigger. We're looking at like an 85-inch screen, which I'm going to say in this little living room is going to be a massive TV. At our other house, this looked like such a small little TV. It was hanging up on the wall, up out of the way. Hardly ever noticed it. Never realized how big it was till it's sitting here. So, okay, and then I've got my 2 boxes with my candles in it, and then I got my china cabinet here in the living room. It's kind of putting some of the china in here, so I was kind of slowly unpacking things. Found some Halloween stuffies a couple days ago, so I decided just to stick them up here. I'll need them, Halloween's in like 2 weeks or something. And then just my other little table here and stuff, things are just still in boxes and bags, but, and then my mirror, and it's my china cabinet. I'm looking at the china cabinet. This is my jewelry organizer and my mirror for my bedroom. It's not fitting in the bedroom at the moment, which I will show you why. Then there's this really cool lamp, and I really want to know what year it is from. It's got all these little, things that you twist to bend the arms different directions. Neighbor across the street, it's an older couple. The house, their kids are actually going to be renovating the house. They're going to be selling it. So they had a whole bunch of stuff out for free, and I saw this lamp and I went over. I thought it was in worse shape. In fact, it's a little wobbly. It's not perfect. Needs to get tightened. I think it might need a new The base is kind of wobbly, so I'm going to have to get my husband to help me. I just can't tighten it any further. But I got it for free, and it's been sitting in the garage for a couple weeks. I brought it in this morning, and it was so cold. I don't know if it works, but it was so cold. I thought, no, I'm going to let it come into the house and let it warm up, and then I will try it later tonight. So that is my living room. Like I said, just work in progress. I'll do this. Here's my nice living room window. It's got a big crack. When me and my daughter took out the wallpaper and all the board stuff, like all the trim and everything, we took out all the trim from around the window. We never put it back in because in the next couple weeks we're supposed to be getting new windows. Same with around this door here. There's no trim around the door. And then there's the baseboard. and it's kind of pieced together. I don't know if I can even get into the corner where it doesn't quite fit all the way in the corner. There is gaps in it. And then there's a big space here behind the couch. Don't know if I can get that. You see there's a big chunk of baseboard missing from behind the couch, because behind here used to be a big, like, a radiator. We actually got rid of that because we did the new flooring. So we cut out in the floor and just have 2 small vents instead of a big thing along the wall. So we forgot about that. So there's a big gap of about 3 or 4 feet where there's no baseboard at the moment, but that's okay. So my husband put the other ones back on. I said, that's fine for now, because we're still gonna do around the window, and then I will figure out what kind of trim to go around the window, and then what kind of thing to go around the door, and then we can figure out the baseboard. So there's my kitchen. Like I said, I'm just still trying to figure out where everything's going to be going. We're going to get a new fridge. We're ordering that in the next day or 2. So I'll just show my bathroom. And this will be the next one that'll be renovated as well. We're getting rid of the pedestal sink, and we're going to do the sink with the cupboards underneath. And I'm going to get a nice medicine cabinet and a nicer light fixture. And then over here, I was looking at this the other night, and I saw that these are drilled right into the tile. This is where the medicine cabinet used to be. And I'm like, it's a good amount of space. I think with the anchors are already in here, I'll look into trying to get floating shelves for the bathroom so I can have some open shelves to store things. Puppy just wants outside. Oh, shoot. Just 1 second. Okay, so this back door here has this little thing like this that slides this up and down, and there's the other one to open and close them. So we usually keep it closed just because we need privacy, because otherwise if I look out these windows, I can look right through my neighbor's house, and I can look right through to the neighbors on the other side. So some of these houses, you know, the windows line up perfectly, so we try to keep this closed. But I open this as a reminder that I've let the dog out. And when I went to open it, the magnet in here just kind of came off of its little track thing, and it takes just a few minutes of going up and down till it finally gets back in. Okay, now I'll show the master bedroom. It's very small, and it definitely needs some work. I'm gonna work on this. Not sure exactly when, but all these bags is all my clothes. So the dressers definitely do not fit. I told my husband I do not need the dressers. All I need is the little nightstand. And then I want a little table over there so I can do some makeup and my hair in the morning. And then I would like the, my mirror and jewelry box just to be in that corner. That's all I need up here. And then on my husband's side, he said, yeah, all he needs is just the nightstand and the one tall, skinny dresser. So we have 2 other dressers that we will be getting rid of, and I will show you what we're going to be doing with my clothes and everything. So I will go down to the basement because, like I said, the kitchen doesn't have a lot of storage, but we come down to this basement, and right here, I can just open this. Got this cute little door to the pantry. My brother-in-law finally, kind of finished the shelves. So I will go around and show you what that looks like. But you'll also get to see how my basement is going. I think it's more cluttered today than it was a couple days ago when I had started doing my basement. But I've had to bring stuff in. I'm trying to go through things, trying to put things away. Then over here, I had started. I just got to get a second coat of paint, but this will be my little walk-in closet. And then, so In the next week or so, this should be finished. I can get all my clothes hung up down here. But this is my pantry. So it is finished. As you can see, there's the little cutout door. Right now it's not organized. I just put all the food on the shelves. Not quite where I want them to go. I gotta go through these little baskets here. When I was moving, I needed to go through them once more. There is some expired cereals. I went through the cereals, but I missed a few things when you're moving. You know, you just kind of like... And I know that there's some of these nuts and seeds in here that have also expired. I just never got to it. I just decided to just move everything, and I can deal with it once we move. Same with, I'd like to go through all of these cans or my canister sets. I've got food in here that I'm never going to buy again. And I would like just some nicer jars to be organized. I will say, because this is down in the basement, I did go for glass because I was, I had plastic when my kids were little. And then as my kids got older, I went to glass. But now that this is going to be in the basement down here on this tile floor, and underneath the tile is concrete, I just don't think glass is a good option anymore. Because I got to carry the glass. I find the glass jars are kind of heavy. So I do want to go to these plastic ones, the airtight ones. So I'm going to go through all my canisters in the next couple weeks. And just figure out what I have and what I don't use. Because I've seen a lot of oils and stuff. And I've got duplicates of them. And I'd really like to... I've got them in small little containers. And I got the larger ones. And I just want to figure out what I actually use. Kind of go through all this stuff. My pastas and same thing. I would like to get like my beans. Once I cut open this bag, these are going to be down here. Once the bag is open, I've got no room in my kitchen for food, so it's all down here. So these bags and boxes, everything has got to be put into containers. And then I've got like quick oats, skim milk powder, my flour, and my sugars, and the bags of rice. These were okay to keep these type of bags in, and when your pantry is upstairs in the kitchen where you're in there every day. As much as I will be down here, I'm probably not going to be seeing these type of items on a constant daily basis. So I have some other bins I want to store these into. I'm going to not dump them out of the bags. I'm going to keep them in the bags and then dump them into the containers. But I need different bins to store these in down on the bottom here. And then, because these buckets or these Rubbermaid totes or bins or whatever, they have all my bakeware, which I want to do my pantry, food on one side, and then I wanted these shelves over here to be all my bakeware. And then these other boxes, as you can see, I was going to go through these earlier. These are all kitchen. These are all kitchen stuff. That's some kitchen stuff and some other just decor from my bedroom. This one here is canning jars. This is all glassware that's got to get put away. I've got this one big bag full of diapers that I was going to give to somebody and they never showed up to pick up before we moved. So I'm going to repost that onto like Kijiji or something. So that is what I'm trying to do. So I don't have to worry about my kitchen upstairs trying to fit the food and the dishes all in my kitchen because it's not going to fit. So this is what I was so thankful for. My brother-in-law building these shelves for me. My husband said he's going to kind of change out because there's a couple of them where this board here, the way that it is, it comes down, so I can't really put anything. I can't get to use the whole shelf. And it's just this middle shelf here where you can see the one board. So my husband said he's going to take this board off. I don't know. And then he's going to put a board that's half the thickness. And then same with these other ones. You can see the boards because it was just built. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. Paint them. But I think what I'd prefer to do is put some nice colorful contact paper on these boards. Just to kind of give it some color in here. But again, that's like a later project. Yeah. So that is what I'm working on. And then, like I said, this area here is going to be my, okay. This area here is going to be like my office and my craft room. And so I've got my shelves kind of lined up where I'd like them to kind of be. I've got over here, I've got 2 of them that are 9s and I got 2 that are 6s. Now the one 6 is standing upright, the other one is laying down. But I want to attach the 2 6s on top of the 2 9s. Then it just kind of fills in the vertical space here, and then it gives me all this space over here for all my rolling carts that have all my art supplies in. And then I've got some bookshelf over there, and I got these other 2 bookshelves over here, and I'm just gonna figure out what's the best thing to go on them. Again, all these boxes here are, I think there's only 2 boxes down here that are actually crafting supplies. Everything else is kitchen and glassware, like decorative glassware. So again, that's what I'm working on. Excuse me, just lots of dust in the air still. Okay, so I'm gonna head back up to the kitchen and head back to the kitchen. I just gotta close this. I just don't need my animals to realize that they can get into there. So I'm just back up to the kitchen and I will just finish organizing the drawers. Next up, I was playing around with these and I think this is how it's gonna be. Like I said, I'd like to get some different organizing containers for in here. So I was trying to go to everything to be the bamboo. Like I definitely need stuff here. Now I'd seen at Canadian Tire, they sell those packs of 2 of those long drawer dividers that were like, so you can like section off the drawers. They're $15 for 2, and I think I might buy 1 for sure, 1 pack. So I can divide this drawer for these long things. And my rolling pin here doesn't quite fit properly, but it's got to be on a slight angle, but I think I'll make it work. And then this one, I did figure out how to fit everything here, and I will be looking for my marker and I'll be labeling what is in each of these, just so it's a little bit easier to figure out. And then I have to, like I said, I've got this one long one, but I don't think I'll ever buy this long ones again. They are handy, but they just don't fit in the drawers. Well, he's not here. And I have tried the organization thing where you have little hanging baskets and you hang all your saran wrap and everything this way in the drawers. But I just found they never worked for me. It was hard to get in and out of the cupboards. What's wrong with this cupboard? Okay, needs a little bit of work. I found it, they never really worked for me. And in the last house I had, the way that the cupboards were constructed, anytime I hooked anything on here, the doors never shut. So I don't know if they would work on these cupboards. I have to test that and see. And this one, I just put the little grater and butter knife, or butter dish here. I've got this little bag for now, and it's just, just disposable cutlery and plates that we kind of needed. And the mandolin, and then that set of nesting bowls with lids are back there. It's not the best place for them. Like I said, I still got to figure out the best way to organize this. Like I said, I got to figure out the best way to do all this. But that is what I'm working on. So I'm just going to continue putting things away. And I will be back as I put things away. Alright, so welcome back. I don't even know how many days I've been working on my kitchen, but today my plan is today to get the kitchen completely finished and organized. We got our new fridge that came the other day, So I will also be washing the inside of that out and getting all the food from this white fridge that's sitting in my living room and the brown fridge from the garage, bringing all the food in, just going through it because I know there's expired food. That just happens when you move. But I'll just kind of go through a few new products that I have purchased that I think is going to help me organize my fridge and better organize my cupboards or the drawers. So I'll start with the fridge. First thing, I just bought one because they only had a couple left. So this is from Dollarama. They were like $5. They didn't have many left, and I knew our fridge was coming soon, and I thought I'll buy one. If it doesn't fit in the fridge, it says you can use this in other areas, you know, cabinets, bathroom, pantries, closets, everywhere else, under your sink. So I'm like, if it doesn't fit in my fridge, it's a good size thing. I can use it somewhere else in my house. I haven't even opened it up to set it out. I played with one at the store. So I didn't take this one out. I just had to figure out the size and see how it slides and everything. So like I said, if it doesn't work in my fridge, I think actually I was looking at the way that this kind of moves and slides. If it doesn't work there, I might put it in the corner here for my stand mixer. So then I can actually just, you know, put this there and then slide my stand mixer back and forth when I need to use it. That was one thought, but it's got so many other places that I can use it in. So if it doesn't work in the fridge, I can find somewhere else for it to go. I also recently, just the other night, bought one of these for your pots and pan organization. It says you've got 3 ways to organize your pots and pans. You can have it sitting straight up, mostly for lids, having it the double-sided, or you can just use the one side. Now I'm going to try to use it the way that they're showing it on here with the 2 sides for pots and pans. And I was really tempted to buy 2. So I really want to get this one set up first, and I want to move my pots because right now, okay, my tripod needs to be tightened. Okay, so right now my pots are all just in pull out, which it's easy to get to the ones that are at the top, but the ones that are on the 2 bottom shelves, it's a pain because I got to pull everything out to get the pots. Also, I kind of need this for other items because I've got that corner cabinet there. Is that like the door is like that L-shaped door, so you get that weird space. It's like 2 cupboards, but you can't really access it properly. I told my husband I'd love to get a Lazy Susan kind of thing in there. Not quite sure what we're gonna do with that back cupboard, or at least some way that I can get in and out of to get stuff in and out of there easier. But I'd love to get, you know, even this one here. I've got mixing bowls here and then other glassware, bakeware on the bottom too. And I'm like, I don't like glass in drawers. That's what we had at the other house. And when you open and close the drawers, the bowls, even if they're nesting, they shake. And then bowl sitting here, and the bowl sitting there, they bang into each other all the time. And I have broken dishes, chipped dishes, just from having them in the drawers where they open and close like this. So I really want to get these ones in one of these bottom cupboards here. And then whatever's in the bottom covers go into these pullouts. And then the pots and pans I'm going to put under my sink because I don't have many lower cabinets for the pots and pans to go in. And then I also have bought one of these drawer organizers. So I'm going to start with pulling this out first. I haven't even looked at these. I don't even know if all the pieces are supposed to be comes with it in here. I never checked at the store because it was sealed. And I realized I bought this at one of those liquidation places. I should have double checked that night. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Spring-loaded. And then it says there's supposed to also be 2 large and 4 small section pieces. So that's going to be in here. 2 large and 4 small. There we go. Got them all. These I actually want to use in that second last drawer to help organize some of my, not cutlery, but these type of utensil things, like whatever, your kitchen utensils. So now I do have a lot of my stuff kind of put where I think they should go. I mean, I've got a few cupboards and drawers. I just need to rotate things around. It doesn't quite work with what we have in them. And then I was the other day doing the basement last week, and I have this box full of more kitchen utensils and gadgets. So I'm gonna spread this stuff out all along my table here, and then I'm go through it and decide if I'm keeping or not. I have boxes outside on my driveway for free stuff. I was putting stuff out there already today. So whatever is in here that I'm not keeping, it's going straight out. Like I said, I've had a point where I'm not keeping anything. If I know I can sell it on Kijiji or Marketplace or something like that, and I know I can make some money, I'll sell it. If I don't think I can get anything for it, I'm just gonna let somebody pick it up. I have gotten rid of so much stuff the last week. I had a total of 8 boxes out there. I think there's only 4 boxes. So people have been taking, boxes of stuff. I also had reusable bags full of kids' items. I got rid of a whole bag of kids. I had some kids' clothing, some kids' bedding. I had some diapers, stuff like that. I had potty insert things. Just put them all out there. I don't need them anymore. I do have dishes, kids' plastic dishes and brand new bottles. I just found this morning when I was down in the basement, so I will be putting those out there later. I also have some of my garden stuff that I really would like to get new stuff for my garden this year. I'm trying to figure out, don't have that amount of space like we had. And so whatever I knew I'm not keeping, I just, this morning, I froze my fingers because it's like around 0 degrees Celsius and you're touching metal outdoor things that have been sitting outside for a long time. So I did kind of freeze my fingers this morning doing that, but they're gone. And I can say, like, I walked through my house and I'm like, anything, I'm trying to put things away. I'm going through every bag, every box. I mean, I got rid of a lot of stuff before we moved. I know somebody asked a question comment on one of my videos and asked me where I'm storing everything. Right now, if it's still, the chain is just, when it loops funny and it just, there. You can feel the chain just rubbing where it's not supposed to be sitting. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, so anything that has not been gone through, there's like very few down boxes left in the basement. I've pretty much gone through every box that was down in the basement. That's all dealt with. So I have the spare room upstairs. I have the master bedroom. We still have stuff. And then the garage is full of stuff. My husband was able to put everything up high in the garage, or it's in the one corner in all those containers. And so when I get the house all set up, everything that's in the house put away and then organized, and then I will just go up to the garage. I'll be grabbing one box at a time, going through, final, that's it. Not gonna do it again. Once things are gone, they are gone. And I can say it's like, as I'm saying that, I'm staring at things that need to go. Like right here beside my stove, we've got 2 knife blocks. I don't like either of them. But again, it's the knife block I want is over $200. So it's like, I'm just saying, okay, I'd like to upgrade my knives. I did that, what I'd say recently. And then I figured out like 7 years ago, I got new knives and I bought them from like the dollar store 7 years ago. So they're not sharp. I have knife sharpeners, even knife sharpeners. I know how to do that. The knives are not sharp. They were not staying sharp. I need new knife blocks. So just mismatched, 2 knife blocks. The knives that are in them don't go with the knife blocks, pieced together. So then same with, like I said, this whole box of stuff here. There's so much of this that I know I'm not going to keep. So I'm just going to dump this out on my kitchen table, sort through it, and then I will be back. So everything that I had in this little box is now covering my entire kitchen table. So I was just kind of going through and figuring out what do I have in my drawers and which of these items do I need. Now, start with stuff like this, like the little chip bags or bag clips, whatever. I've got a lot of these. When I was dumping it out, I found one that is completely broken. It happens, they break, but that means, I don't know, it either broke when we moved, but I usually tell my kids if they break when you're using them, just throw them out. So either this one was already cracked or it broke more, you know, probably broke when we moved things, you know, little plastic things, or just overused. You can see how badly warped this one is. It's doesn't have too many uses left in it either. Things like this, I do have to keep some, but I've got some really small ones. Like, there's this size here, but I have ones that are even smaller than this that I got rid of because we don't have food that's tiny bags that small. I love this size, but you can see how well used it is. It's, you know, kind of warping too. These get put, you know, like in the cupboard, pantry, fridge, and freezer. Sometimes even in the big deep freeze for like a year. You know, so they go through a lot. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all these bag clips. I think we've got way more here than we'll ever use. So for right now, I'm just going to throw the bag clips back in this box because I will go through these because these really small ones I am not keeping. I cannot see me or my husband really using them. And then we'll also give you a chance to go through each one and make sure that they are not broken. I know I've got some in the drawer already. I'm just going to dump them in this box when I get to it as well. Because these, I get these at the dollar store. I don't know, Dollar Tree, Dollarama. They're like $1.50 a bag, maybe up to $2 a bag now. I don't need to keep all these. Actually, I don't think I'm going to keep any of these ones. They can just go right out to the curb right now. And then I'm going to go through the rest of the stuff. I can stand here closer. I have this little canning wand. So this is a little magnet on here, and you can just put your lids on your jars and you don't have to touch them. Because I can't say a number of times you go to put the lid on, the lid kind of falls funny, and you go to reach for it and you put your hands in the jar. I have done that so many times. So when I saw this, I don't even know where I found this. I believe I found it at Dollarama. If not Dollarama, then it would be some other little, I don't know, some little store. I don't remember, but I think it was Dollarama. So this, I'm gonna just keep it still. You know, I haven't used it yet, so I'm one of those people who, when I haven't used a product, I keep it on attached to the card that it came with, so I know exactly what it is. This I'm gonna put in my pantry with all my other canning supplies. And then I've got, same with this. This is the one, it's for canning, same thing. I'm gonna put this big plastic one, it's got the extra big mouth on it, with my canning supplies. And I had another one, this little cheap plastic one. It's like really stained. I believe this one was from the laundry room. I believe that is just detergent on there, like that Agent Orange. So anything like this, I bought myself for here some nice stainless steel funnels. So all these plastic ones, I am putting them in my laundry room for when I put my cleaners, you know, my refills and stuff, or for crafting. So glitter and stuff, when I want to make my own glitter or just dump from big bottles to smaller bottles, I use these. So these is not going to stay up here. This little one here is, it clips to the side behind the lid of my slow cooker. So that I will put with my slow cooker. Same with this. This goes with my slow cooker Instant Pot. That's what it is. It's the Instant Pot. That's with the Instant Pot. These here go with my slow cooker. So when I'm lifting up or serving, you know, take the lids and your lids rest on here. So these I will be taking downstairs to the pantry, and they can get stored with the product that they came with. I have 2 of these, the little pastry blenders, and I'm going to say they are so old and bent, but I do need to keep at least one. Just deciding which one to keep. They are both like so bent, and just I really need a new pastry blender. I think I'm going to keep this one. I'll get rid of this more plasticky one. I'll keep the wooden handle one. It's, of course, has seen better days. It is loose, but I'm going to keep this one. This is for cutting and peeling avocados, so that I keep because I do use avocados. And this here is for snipping herbs, and I love to use it for green onions as well. So those I keep. This one here, I couldn't remember what it was for the longest time. This is for lettuce. So this part here cuts off the stem of your lettuce. It also works for broccoli and cauliflower. And then you can also, you know, if you, the other ones, you pull through. I can't do this unless I'm actually with the piece of lettuce, but you pull through and it helps chop up the lettuce. So that, definitely keeping those ones. This little one here, this is my Mr. Garlic. So you put your garlic in here and you just rub like this and it peels the garlic. So that one I'm keeping. My little vegetable chopper, it gives you those wavy cuts. I bought this at, is it Bed Bath & Beyond for $4.69. I didn't pay that price. I got it on sale. It was less than that. I don't know, it would have had another price, but so that one I'm definitely keeping. My little David's tea little spoon. So this one here is for your regular loose tea, and this one is for your matcha tea. So I definitely have to keep that. And then of course I've got my cups and lids. Oh, they're my lids and straws for all my little cups. So I've got these ones here for David's tea, and these ones are Starbucks. So definitely have to keep those. I have one of these. This is so fun to use. It chops up for your salads. If you ever order salad at Subway, they actually use this to make your salad. That's where I actually saw it being used first, and then I found this one. Straws and chopsticks I have to keep. This one here, this is the Wilton. This one I actually use for candy and chocolate making only. So this one I definitely have to keep. But because it's for my candy and chocolate making, I'm going to put it with the other tools. And it's going to go with my baking, specialty baking stuff, which I'm going to keep in the pantry just because I don't have a lot of room up here. And then I have all of these wooden bamboo spoons. I mean, I know some of these I recently purchased, but I've got 2 really good sets. So these ones, I'm just gonna let them go. Okay, I have a wooden mallet and I have the metal. I'm gonna let this one go. I'm keeping the metal one. I have 2 pizza cutters. I'm keeping both of these just because I like this one. My husband likes this one. So it's one of those things where, you know, like, you don't always need 2 of a product, but sometimes, you know, it's kind of like, what does somebody prefer? I like this one. It is smaller. It's easier for me. My husband likes this one. It's fatter. He said it's easier for him, although he would love to have one with a bigger handle. This one is getting loose. He did complain about how loose it's getting. And this whole handle here is kind of loose and coming apart. So those I have to keep. My little chopsticks I'm keeping. So that's for my special fry things. I have 2 of these little turkey basters. And this red one always comes apart when I'm using it. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to keep this one. I do want to get a new one. These are just so old, but you know, they work good. Obviously, all my little KitchenAid. Oh, I don't like this one. This is the one I don't like. This is not KitchenAid. This one can go. I like even this one's not as stiff as I like. I like really stiff spatulas. When I try to do scraping, when I try to scrape the bowl and it just flops like this, it makes it really hard. I got this nice silicone one, yeah, this double-sided one. Again, it's a little soft there, but it's, you know, I do like that one. Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, these are old. They can go. My basters I gotta keep. I don't have any other ones. I will get rid of these as soon as I get new ones. This is my one and only honey, and I'll always have to keep it because my puppy chewed it when she first got her. Peeler can go. I have lots of peelers. Okay, whisks. I'm going to say, I'm not sure if I have a whisk, but I don't like that little one. I'm just going to keep this one. Tongs are always good to have. I love these. I even use, if I can't find a dish towel, I'll just grab a tongs and I'll just use it to pull the oven rack out sometimes. So those these ones can go, you know, Olaf, a Christmas tree, they can go. These ones can go. These red ones can go. These ones, little hands on them, they can go. This metal one can go. These can all go. Potato masher I need to keep. My little steaming basket I need to keep. This grater can go. Like I said, it was so hard for me to let stuff go, and now it's just, I find it, every time I do this, it's easier and easier to get rid of stuff. This is a special knife for cutting cake. Ooh, looks dirty. And then I have a couple of these. These are for cake decorating. So these, again, I'll be putting with my specialty cup. These are a pain. I'm gonna keep those anymore. These ones are for my coffees and my teas, and that's just a little lid for a little container. It's my little tea bag rest. I love it. It's in the shape of a teapot. This is for when you're layering your cake. So you adjust this so you know where to, you kind of cut your cake. So it's got this thin wire and it is sharp. I have never been able to get this to work properly, but I'm going to keep it and try again. I haven't used it in a few years, so, you know, it's one of those things. Maybe I just didn't have it lined up properly. You know, something you haven't used, you know, it does take practice using new kitchen gadgets. So I'm going to keep this, but of course it's going to go with that stuff. These go to my hand mixer. I don't know where it is. I haven't come across it yet. This is my immersion blender. Okay. I just banged my light because this stuff is, my ceilings here are a lot shorter than I'm used to. So of course I'm going to keep my immersion blender. But it's going to go downstairs in the pantry with all that stuff. Chopsticks and straws. These, I have two sets, if I can get them in the right set. These are for lifting up your meat, or I even use it to hold the meat still when I'm slicing. So I do have two sets. I'm going to keep both sets for now just because I know there's one that works. They both work good, but if you can see, one's larger, one's smaller. When you're different types of meat, I find, you know, like smaller chickens, hams, then this works good for hams and turkeys. So I'm going to keep them both because they are two different sizes. And these are my icing tips. I don't know, there should be more of them. It was a big set of like 10, and 4 is all I've come across so far. So those I am keeping. These are to help open jars. I have trouble with my wrists. So these I definitely have to keep, but I don't know if I need to keep. I had 2 of these because I had one in my upstairs kitchen and one in my day home. So I think I can let the gray one go, and just keep the blue one. And this helps you open different sizes of jars. Now what I find is I find it really hard to open this to get it over some of the jars sometimes, but I'm still gonna just keep this blue set. It just kind of looks nice. This is more cake decorating tools. And then I have these different scrapers. So this one is by Wilton. I got these ones. They're all from Dollarama, I think. So this one here. And then these ones here are KitchenAid scrapers. These really help to scrape down your KitchenAid bowls. That's what they're kind of designed to really help with. Then I have these ones. I do have more of them. 2 is all I've found so far. But these are actually for decorating cake. So they have different, probably hard to tell, but there's different ridges on the sides. So you can go like this, I don't know. You can see there's like a different ridge right here. This one too, got a different ridge. And then I've got some that have like zigzags or swirls. So when you're doing your cake decorating, you go around the cake to get really nice shape. So these ones I'll keep up here. These ones will go down to the basement. I just kind of like the idea of being able to, you know, put things where you need to go. Now I have these silicone cupcake liners. They are well used. I'm not keeping them anymore. I can't see myself really doing that much baking all the time. I mean, it's really important when you have like 4 kids, Valentine's Day, birthdays, Christmas, whatever. You can always make lots of cupcakes. And then I have this one is an apple core. That one can go because I have this nice set of 3. And if you line them up, it tells you on the side. Blend in here. So you've got the tomato one. Just going to make sure I get these in the right order. That one is for slicing tomatoes. The next one is for your mangoes, which I find works good for mangoes, and it also works for peaches. And it's been used and not cleaned properly, or it's got snow, maybe something just got spilt on it being moved. Then the top one is the apple. What I like is that you've got the 3 different ones, color coordinated, and they have this little container sit in. Otherwise I had a whole bunch of these, and I mean I love these, but 3 sitting like this, or I had like 5 or 6, and they take up so much room because each one's a different size. So if I find all the other ones, they're going to be going. And then oops, I have this, which I have not used. Maybe I've used it once, but it's supposed to help make the perfect pancake kind of a thing. It was from the dollar store. I just found, I think I used it once, but I found it really hard to get in here and to clean this out. I mean, I paid probably $3 for it. I cannot see myself using it anymore, so that can go. This is my butter knife. That goes with my dishes that we use, so that I gotta put away. And then I have a bunch of these things. So I got like cheesecloths, the little round sort of parchment papers, and the icing bags. I've got lots of this stuff. I just grabbed a few from downstairs to show what I've got. These again will be stored with the candy making, chocolate making type stuff down in my pantry. And then I have this, so when you're doing your cookies, you know, you kind of get this nice imprint. I could not get it to work the first time I used it. I don't think I pressed hard enough. And then I just have some like very few cookie cutters. Out of all the cookie cutters I had, this was all I kept. So I bought myself a few new ones, just because I just wanted some new ones, but that is basically all my cookie cutters. and those will be stored downstairs. So I guess I have gone through all of this. So this potato masher, I would like to get a new one. These ones are a bit broken. You can see the little thing here came off, and when I'm mashing potatoes, I ended up getting my finger either nicked on there, or I get a blister or something, or just however you hold them. But when it's missing that little decal thing that says, the brand, but I need to get a new one. I guess this is basically all that I am done keeping to go into my kitchen drawers. So now I'm going to go over there and take everything out of the drawers and do drawer by drawer. Now, first thing I'd like to do is build the pot stand and get my pots under the sink. So I'll be back in just a minute. So I guess the first thing I have to do is to take this out of the box. I didn't take anything out from under my sink. There's just a few things. I will do that in a minute. But I just want to see what this looks like. How easy is it to build? It says no tools required. Seems pretty heavy and pretty solid so far. So there are instructions. To avoid scratch, please carefully take out the dividers one by one. Okay. So they just show you the basic instructions. It's going to take me a minute to get all these out. I'm going to say this is pretty heavy duty. How many pieces it says it's supposed to come with. I'm going to say so far it's telling me I've got pieces and I don't see I have no idea. How many pieces are supposed to be with this? I don't know if it's missing pieces. Oh, there's the little S hooks. I didn't see them until I got everything else out. So that's the basic construction. So you can have it laying this way or straight up. And I'm going to have it sitting straight up, and I'm going to have the hangers on both sides. Just not quite sure how they're supposed to hook on. Start with these ones at the bottom. So these ones here have the little legs on it. So it's got a shorter leg and a longer leg. So the shorter leg goes first and then the longer leg. So I'm just going to now clear out underneath here and move my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so under my sink here, I didn't measure. I think it's gonna work. I don't know. If it doesn't fit this way, no, I'm not quite sure what I will do, but okay. I'm trying to use the picture on the box as my guide to make sure I get this kind of lined up right. I do have shelf liners. I just don't know where I put them. I had them the other day. This is dirty. It needs to be washed under here. washer and dryer just came the other day, so I'm behind on laundry, so I don't have any dishcloths or anything at the moment. I've got some brand new ones. I just have to go and find to clean. But so I'm just going to build this and put my pots in here for now, and then I will come back later and clean this out. It's just one of those things when you want to get stuff done and you've misplaced things. So I do have some good shelf liner. I bought it from Dollarama. There's $3 or $3.50. Those two big rolls. They're clear white, but they got the ridges in them. So I thought that would be good for under here. Any water spills is gonna sit in those ridges, versus those foam ones that, you know, kind of have the holes in it. Just because we've had problems with the sink leaking. I don't know if you can see this. There's like cracks in here, so this sink has, you know, this has leaked in the past. Since we've been here, it has not leaked, I don't think, although I do see some new stains here that were not here. So, but I do want to get this painted anyway, so I do have to find some paint and paint this. I think a lot of this is just old leaks. At least that's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to start building this. So it says you start with this. Okay, this one goes in the first. Just got to find these. That one's got the large. This has got the smaller legs. So it goes into the first. To be honest, I cannot make up these pictures. Okay. To the first one. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna sit like that. And then this one comes on the other side. Oops. And to the next one. Like that. This bar here, you know what, I think my pots are just going to fit if I use where this bar is, or whatever this is called, that, oh, you know, the doors hit. I don't know, parts of cupboards are, but this shelf, if I fit it right, it fits right between here and where the pipe is. So then my pots and pans can kind of go under here. And now it says you just insert the dividers according to the heights you need. So I'm just going to put my fire extinguisher back behind there. So that's what I keep knocking into. I'm going to get my pots out. If I can reach from here, I can't. You should be able to put pot with its lids. So let's see if I can get pots with their corresponding lids. Nope. Okay, am I missing a pot? Huh. I've got a lid and a pot that goes with it. Just where you need that to sit, and you put the next one in place. Place. Okay, just this one here. Oops. Go down. There. Like that. This pot's gotta go this way. Make sure I can shut the cupboard. Cupboard can shut. So just gonna figure out why I'm missing pots and continue to stack these in here. Okay. This one goes on this lid. Okay, this frying pan has a lid. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so I've got these, now I do want to get new pots, but for now, let's see. Get this a bit here, there, like that. Can stack like that, and we've got a couple other frying pans here. I can get them out. So I'll put these down on the bottom first. So I'm just gonna continue getting my pots and lids stacked up in here, and I'll be back when I get it done. Right, so I've got my pots under here. Not the best setup. I'm going to play around with these, but I was able to get even my wok under here. So the wok, and then these two larger pots, and then I've got two frying pans, and then another two frying pans, and my other two pots here. Like I said, I do want new kitchen pots, but this just gets all of these out of that one cupboard. I never use under my sink for anything. Now it came with 4 of these little S hooks. I just hooked them on to here for now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these S hooks. I might actually use these downstairs on or in my closet up here. I've got that other hanging system, and it'd be nice to have some more hooks, but I'm not sure where to put them. They were just in this small little Ziploc bag that was broken, and I was just worried if I didn't put them somewhere, I'm going to end up losing the little S hooks. Now we also have these things that my husband likes to have in the kitchen. This is just one of those big giant bottle, bristle bottle brushes. I love the size of this one. It makes it so easy for me to clean like my vases and stuff. So I would love to hang these under here. Oh, this one actually has a little hook, but it just doesn't quite work with this system. It kind of hangs and just kind of blocks everything. And then we've got this one here. These are actually for the barbecue. This one, it's a PC, so this was from Superstore. My husband uses this to put the pizza in and out of the oven. And then we have this other one here, and it says, what's the brand on this? Oh, Life at Home. So it's also from Superstore. Again, my husband uses these to put food in and out of the oven or on the barbecue. I would prefer these to be out with the barbecue, but my husband, he likes them in the kitchen where they're not going to get wrecked. So I'm going to find my little command strip hooks, and I'm going to hang these in here, under here on this side, and I've got more room, a bit more better over on this side. But for now, I'm just going to set them under here. My husband can see them. I'm just going to lay it down. And then behind these pots here, I have that white wire rack that I used for the lids. So the lids are behind here. Like I said, I'd like to figure out a better way to do this, but this seems to be how everything's going to fit in here right now. I really thought I could have got 2 of these in and put them like this way, but I didn't realize how the plumbing was all done under here. so it's not gonna fit the way I thought that it was gonna fit, but that's okay. I can see my pots. They're, you know, easily accessible right now. So that just gets those off my counter too. And the cupboard's shut, which is also a really good thing. So if we're in the shut, I had to put the handles to the back. So it's a little tricky. It's just a little tricky, so you'll have to like lift up a little bit to get the handles through the plumbing. But this, I mean, you're done with the pot, you know, each pot has their own spot. I think these ones, the handles could just go straight this way. Yeah, they can fit straight that way. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work. I'm just going to fit this larger. Oops, this larger one fit here. Oh, yeah, see the larger one fits there. This one can fit like that. See, kind of just, so every pot's kind of got its own little spot. It's so much more organized. So next I'm going to deal with on either side. Here, let's do this one. Like I've got a few odd things sitting here, and then in this one I've got a few things. I don't like the way these are laid out. I want to get my glass mixing bowls that were in the other pull-out drawer, like this one, but on the other side of the stove. I want to get those mixing bowls somewhere else, and because we need to get access to these, I know they're still mixing bowl things, but these are our ones we use for putting leftovers in the fridge. I really want these to be in the sliding drawers. I mean, I don't really want my glass dishes to be constantly sliding, but I don't have a choice at the moment. So I'm just going to take everything out of this one and everything out of that one and everything out of the other sliding one and get those changed around. I don't want to do that right now. That's just a lot of work. You don't need to see me do that. I will do that later. But I do want to get these. I've got 4 drawers here. Oh, it's a very small kitchen. So I've got 4 drawers here. I've got this tiny little drawer here, and I got another tiny little drawer on the other side of the sink. And then these are just these pretend pull out. I got the little plastic things to hold little sponges. I don't even use them. I don't think there shouldn't be anything in them. There's nothing up here. I don't use them. It was just an idea, and it was just, you know, like 15 years ago when we did this kitchen, it was either have it like not usable or to have it as a usable thing. And I thought they would be good. I will say, with little kids helping, the claws always got stuck and they would get them caught in the hinges. So, and then the drawers don't even shut properly anymore. They need to get repaired. So, you know, I'm tempted to just do something so they can't be opened. But I know it's a feature that some people like. I've had this type of stuff. I don't like them, not with kids. I don't know if we'll ever actually use them for what they're meant for, you know, but I might. Now I don't have little kids. I might put little scrub brushes in here. We'll see if I find any that fit. Maybe the bottle brush for the straws. Maybe that's what I'll put up there, because they always seem to get lost. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll use those for straws, to hold the cleaning straw things. Okay, so I'm going to do these small drawers next. So I'm just going to empty them out. I'll start with this drawer here, just batteries. So that was the one thing, is I don't know where we're supposed to store batteries at the moment. I don't really want them in like a kitchen drawer, you know, taking up room. This is my daughter's lunch thing. I've got, like, this is the battery tester. And I got a whole bunch of these lids for the pet food. One of those little rubber things came off of the drawer again. And then I've got these honey sticks. I buy these at the farmer's market. They don't look good. I don't even know how old these honey sticks are. They were up in the cupboard. But I have a sunripe fruit to go, and a whole bunch of these little things for any water. I'm just gonna throw the honey sticks out, but right now I'm just gonna throw them in this little container on the counter. So now that drawer is emptied. Oh, this drawer, oops, I'm gonna be in the view. This tiny little drawer, all that fits is the sandwich bags. Side by side like this, and that's as wide as this drawer is. You know what? I think I know what I'm gonna do. Because this drawer and this drawer are just as small. Maybe I'll do that. With the sandwich bags and these batteries and the battery tester. There's a little Sharpie. There. Those can just, there. That drawer is done. Okay, just sandwich bags and batteries. So this drawer is now empty. This top drawer is just regular utensils. This is the wrong spot. Utensils. I have these. I'm going to do that now. I thought of it. A little bottle brush can fit in here, and I got these little things. Just recently bought these, so they're soft scrubbers, so they're like a silicone with some type of like a little marble bead in there, and you put them in the water bottle, shake it around, and it will help you clean. So I'm gonna put these in here. I will put those little shaker things, cleaners, in a Ziploc bag and label them. I've got straws, chopsticks, and our cutlery here. This next one, this is the drawer that has all this other stuff in it. This is the one that I want to use those dividers on, and this one. In this bottom drawer, I've got a bunch of these clear plastic little container things, whatever. I just find them too small because, like, all that fits in here is a pair of scissors, not very good, and a can opener. So I like to take these out and just go through and just set the peelers and this. These plastic things out. Like I said, this one, all it fits in there is just a single can opener. So I'm gonna use these somewhere else, but not in my kitchen. So now I have these. Oops. Really pulled tight. Is it not gonna fit? I am just not strong enough to get this to be able to go into this drawer. Oh. Okay, I've seen people use these and they look so easy to use, and there's me and I can't even get it to go in. Oh. So much for just being easy to use. I'm going to hurt myself trying to get these in here. This is not going to fit in my... I'm pinching my fingers and I just... Okay. just fit. Not as easy as everybody makes them look. I don't quite have it all the way down. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 in the top drawer and 2 in the bottom drawer. Let's see, I'm just going to make sure that they just fit in my drawers. Okay. So I will be back as soon as I get these in here, because I don't need to see me struggle to get the other 2 in. And then I've got the little dividers that will figure out. I'm just going to make sure that this is going to shut. I never really thought about the height of my drawers. Okay. I'll be back as soon as I figure out how I want to divide up these 2 drawers. Okay, I now have my kitchen cupboards and drawers mostly organized. I have a few more boxes of dishes that I have not come across, but I'll start over here. I just got my coffees up here. When I find my sushi plates and some of my other platters, they're gonna go up here. These small drawers, we just have extra hardware and things like, the batteries are gonna go in there, kind of a thing. So these be like, instead of having like a junk utility drawer, we just have these little drawers, and they are so small. Oops, I can't even open it. Oh, there. You know, can't really, you can see they're just very small. Like this basically, you know, fills up, you know, the whole space. So if you have 2 of these little touch-up kits, that's about all that you can fit in the drawer, so they're really small. So then on here I've got my coffee maker, tea kettle, KitchenAid mixer, and my coffee grinder, and the phone for now, and then this little thing here with some of my coffee syrups, fruit basket, which currently is full of granola bars, and then these are just some of my little, all my granite and marble things. I did buy these. I haven't used any of them yet. I just, you know, I like them. They give that pop of color. And then these are all the new color of utensils, so they're now all in here. I did put the 2 pairs of the bamboo chopsticks in here, just because I use those when I'm cooking. Then on this side of the sink, we just have the little soap dispenser, and then we put this here. I've got nowhere else to put it at the moment, but it is heavy. We have never actually used it. So you pour your oil in there, and it's your little outdoor candle, but it is so heavy. It is granite. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. So these cupboards, you know, still got lots of empty space because I haven't really done much. So it's just our water bottles and then honey and spices, and then I put my oils up there. So I don't have to run downstairs every time I need that type of stuff. And then just more coffees and teas. And then this one here, just Ovaltine and the teapot, and then that is empty. Like I said, I don't really have much in this kitchen, so I got some pizza pans, and then the Springform cake pan, and then those little charger plates. So like nothing really up there. Then on the other side of the stove, we've got our dishes, and then the top 2 shelves are empty. Above the microwave, this cupboard is empty. And this one here, we've got the bottom 2 shelves are dishes and the top 2 are still empty. So, it might seem like a small kitchen, but I have a lot of empty space. And then this pull-out drawer. I mean, I've got nowhere to put these, but I do need all my glass bakingware, dishes and stuff. They fit here. This is where they're gonna be. I do want to do some type of a drawer divider or something so they don't shake around, but I haven't quite come across anything that's gonna work. And then on this pull-up, see, that's what I don't like, is all the glass, other ones. So I just got my cake pan here, my glass measuring cups. I've got some of the lids sitting here. There's flaky stuff in my cupboard. Okay, these are the square and rectangle pans, and then all the round ones down here. And I got the stack of round lids here. The square lids didn't fit on the shelf with them, so they just got put to here. And then on this side of the sink, so here we've got sandwich bags, flashlight, batteries. Then down here, I just have dishcloths and my pot holders. And I'll put my oven mitts in there as soon as they get washed. The bamboo cutting boards. Under the sink is all the pots. And then on this one here, I've got more cutting boards. And then just a few other things. Like this is the butter dish. It will be going in the fridge. And this is my cheese grater. This will also be going in the fridge. Just need it out of my way. And then this drawer here just has all these other mixing and stirring, spatulas and wooden spoons. And this is my little bagel slicer. And then I will do this cupboard here, this big L-shaped cupboard. So basically along the back is all my KitchenAid stuff. And then I've got some mixing bowls and my strainer. And then down here, so I got my Starbucks coffee, pumpkin spice ones. And then I have another coffee grinder, my skillet, and my toaster. So that's all that's in this cupboard. And then the last 4 drawers. So it's got utensils, chopsticks, and straws. This knife is for cutting watermelon. And then this drawer with these, I put the 2 of these with the 2 largest ones in this top one. So I've got all my kitchen gadgets kind of separated so you can see exactly what you're looking for. So I kept all this size of bag clips. All the other ones I've got a couple small ones in there. But these ones I know were newer. And then all the other ones I just put them in the box outside so somebody else can have them. Then I got like the measuring cups, funnels, a little can opener. Then this one here is for the eggs. So you can do 2 different ways of slicing your eggs. That's all those other veggie choppers. And then those 2 that kind of give you the wavy cut. Ice cream scoop, pizza cutters, my herb scissors, avocado, and then my different vegetable peelers. Just can opener, a little teaspoon. Next drawer, so I put these with the 2, with the 4 little just small dividers. So on this side I've got my baster, my good dough roller, some of these tongs. And on this side I've got like the pastry blender, the other food chopper, my little steaming basket. It's the meat thermometer, the meat tenderizer, potato mashers, the lids for some of my cups, these little things for lettuce and garlic, and then these are those things that we use, the lid savers for the pet food. So they just fit perfectly here. I might put them into the one just in the back just because, but I'll figure that out. I was just trying to fit things where they go. My little tea and coffee strainers, got a couple of the little wine stoppers. And then this bottom drawer is, like all these the foils and the papers, wax paper, parchment paper, tin foil, cling wrap, and then just different sizes of other Ziploc bags. And then my daughter's little food container. And I think that is it. Did I do this drawer? Yeah, this drawer I did. And then these ones, like I said, I just got the little bottle brushes. And then I did find my other little, one of those little scrubbing brushes. So I stuck it in there. So there, that is my kitchen. I don't know, it's taking me a little longer than I thought, but I've got my kitchen all organized and everything is kind of more where I'd like it to be. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next ones.